Good day, and welcome to Zoyol's News. I'm Michael Reed. Our top story this hour. From raging wildfires and devastating floods to record-breaking heat, extreme weather is hitting communities across the globe, with several disasters unfolding at the same time. This is Zoyol's News. Once again, I'm Michael Reed. The news begins now.
At one point last week, at least 120 million Americans from Minnesota to Massachusetts were under air quality warnings due to wildfire smoke. Scientists warned for decades about climate change impacts, but this summer shows they're not decades away. Heat waves, flash floods, wildfires, and smoke are happening now, piling up at the same time. Climate change is a present threat, said Climate Central scientist Zachary Laib, noting fossil fuel burning is already harming communities. Summer is no longer just vacation season. Smoke season and near year-round wildfire risk are expanding as hotter, drier conditions make forests easier to ignite from lightning and human activity. This summer's extremes read like a disaster movie, but they're real. Texas saw severe flash flooding after an extremely rare 1,000-year rainfall event. As temperatures rise, warmer air holds more moisture, increasing the odds of intense downpours and dangerous flood waves, especially in places like Texas Hill Country. Rivers and streams swelled and trapped people at home, while heat domes baked hundreds of millions in the US and Europe. In Western Europe, repeated heat domes helped turn landscapes into tinderboxes, pushing wildfire risk into places where major fires were once rare and worsening water shortages. US heat waves shattered all-time, monthly, and daily temperature records, including overnight minimums, some by wide margins. Even cooler states like Montana and Minnesota saw triple-digit heat reaching toward the Canadian border, with parts of Montana climbing into the 110s. Scientists warned climate disasters wouldn't arrive one at a time. Compound disasters stack hazards and amplify damage. Overlapping heat, flooding, wildfires, and smoke increase economic losses, health impacts, infrastructure stress, and ecosystem harm, alongside new advances in attributing extreme events to climate change. A National Academy of Sciences report says researchers can now more directly link heat waves and precipitation extremes to human-caused climate change. Surveys suggest first-hand disaster experience can raise support for climate action, and many Americans say extreme weather has affected them in the past year. A 2025 Pew survey found partisanship strongly shapes whether people connect experienced extreme weather to climate change. That divide may limit political shifts, even as this summer offers a preview of worsening impacts if fossil fuel burning isn't rapidly reduced. Climate scientist Michael Mann warns we're seeing the costs of inaction, but it's not a stable, new normal as warming continues. He calls it a new abnormal, and compares it to speeding down a dangerous highway, urging rapid exits through cutting carbon pollution.
That wraps up our report on a summer marked by extreme weather, from dangerous heat and wildfires to devastating floods. As these disasters continue to affect communities around the world, concerns are growing over the rising impact of a changing climate. You're watching Zoyol's News. I'm Michael Reed. Thank you for joining us, and have a wonderful day.